Hello and welcome to my XRP Coin News channel, US. Federal Reserve interest rates bumped discussions on December 15. XRP consensus reached in SEC case retailers suffer a dry Christmas and start advertising a nuclear war for January 2023. By the way, did I forget something? I'm bullish, and all the FUD is making me bullish too, because following the FUD comes the excitement, and we can still buy crypto at these low rates. These costs won't last forever. I predict that the crypto industry will make a complete U-turn soon. X or P, rumors by Charles H. were simply rumors, and evidently not that reliable would be most likely in 2023, around March, and hoping XRP wins as the big industry gain. On December 15th, even Eleanor Tourette busted a myth, in the same way that the November 15th rumor was proven false by rumor or sources close to the case. The December 15th rumor is also false, and yet, when you spread a rumor like that, it raises expectations and piques interest. On this day, it will finally occur. Then they lose hope when it doesn't work. And right now, cryptocurrency is so cheap that every new investor entering the market is doing so at a time when it offers two distinct advantages. To some, this is the perfect opportunity to stock up on inexpensive cryptocurrency. Newcomers to the market often hear discouraging words and read stories spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt about particular cryptocurrencies, both of which might discourage investment. Because of what they read, they lose interest in cryptography. What hope does crypto have now? The issue is, though, who cares about the FUD if you invest in the proper cryptocurrencies? Invest now while prices are low, since in the future, many cryptocurrencies, especially those with practical applications, will be much more expensive. Fox News has the exclusive on a shocking story. Biden's FCC chairman, Gary Gensler, removed important details of meetings with George Soros, Hillary Clinton, and Nancy Pelosi from the public version of his calendar. Is Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX mentioned at all? The fact that George Soros is still able to influence policymakers at the highest levels of government is disgusting. Also, there was a lot of FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried talk. This young man was given special treatment since he was greeted with open arms wherever he went in the federal administration. Where else do you hear of someone showing up to give a seminar about cryptography? Except when it serves their interests. These politicians would rather not hear anything about crypto. Because someone was shouting down from above, "Listen, he's with us. I feel compelled to share this information with you. So, let's just give him a pass." The bright side, though, is that we can now trace all the corrupt actions back to Gary Gensler. They have enough proof against him at this point that someone should step in and put an end to the chaos. A crypto law expert predicts that Ripple will prevail in its fight against the Securities and Exchange Commission over the digital asset XRP. Yes, Jeremy Hogan is the source of this information. The case for Ripple is this strong. Before anything else, given that Ripple owed the buyer nothing after the sale, how could the buyer have expected Ripple to raise the price of XRP, buying a Tesla and then filing a lawsuit against Elon Musk because the value hasn't gone up is like that? Ripple, through attorney John Dean, has submitted hundreds of affidavits from genuine XRP holders, many of whom had never heard of Ripple until they acquired XRP. This is a difficulty for the SEC for two reasons. Third, Ripple's expert witness analysis that the price of XRP moves based on the crypto market in sync, and it does not really move with any business moves that Ripple makes suggests that the SEC has apparently abandoned its expert witness on the issue of whether Ripple's efforts had any effect on the price of XRP. After this case is completed, I think the only time Ripple's actions will have an impact on the price of XRP is when on-demand liquidity is fully implemented around the world. When that happens, we'll see the full impact of all these collaborations, which have an impact on banks adopting RippleNet and similar initiatives. But that still wouldn't classify it as a security. A cryptocurrency status could still be maintained. If you're wondering whether or not XRP is a security, like a traditional investment contract, you should read what Brad Garlinghouse has to say. Who is it that Ripple does not have an investment deal with? No contract was ever issued to me. Never received a contract, huh? Even today, there are many who are unaware that Ripple, and not XRP, is the subject of the SEC lawsuit. Some have speculated that XRP, and not Ripple, is at the center of the dispute. Indeed, that was my intended meaning. But the fact is that while there are many motivations for buying XRP, financial independence is the primary one. Down the road, they invested in a cryptocurrency because they saw practical applications for it. Family members sold it to other people, not Brad Garlinghouse. Perhaps they were persuaded to purchase X or P after watching a video about it on YouTube. Whatever the case may be, however, the vast majority of individuals are unaware that Ripple and XRP are two separate entities. But there is no scenario where we will settle until there is regulatory clarification on what XRP is moving forward. That's the XRP holders we're aiming for, too, as they are the ones that give us the go-ahead to act. And I'll warn you now, things could get interesting once we get regulatory certainty. In the near future, the value of XRP will explode. If Ripple is successful, then cryptocurrencies can pass the Ripple test. If Ripple is unsuccessful, crypto will be subject to our standards for regulation. Clearly, you should join the bandwagon if you have even a passing interest in cryptography. XRP is not a security and should not be treated as such. And remember, this affects the entire crypto community. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. It's 2018 and I'm still hearing at least my crypto isn't embroiled in a lawsuit as an excuse for not using crypto. This is not fear, uncertainty, and doubt. In the field of cryptography, that is an absolute no-no. So hear me out, because here's the deal. If Ripple loses its case with the SEC, the value of all cryptocurrencies will fall. A victory for Ripple would be a huge boon for the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. Ripple has been a member of ISO 222 for over 2 years. While IBM Stellar does have some ties to ISO 222, to our knowledge, no other cryptocurrency-focused DLT business has joined the ISO 222 standard body. As to why no other platforms have signed on, a greater need exists for sense. There must be a logic behind why the appropriate coins are all linked to ISO. It seems to me that XLM and XRP are the two most important cryptocurrencies out there right now. Q and PT will also play a significant role. The roles that IOTA and Algo will perform are distinct from one another. In my opinion, Algo will be in charge of the new financial system security layer. The Internet of Things, IoT, will play a significant role in the future of IOTA. Once all transaction is conducted digitally, I anticipate XRP, and ZLM to be the first two to relocate. Q and possibly XDC will follow later. As fiat currencies are devalued and global debt levels rise to unsustainable heights, a global currency reset is unavoidable. Central banks are buying gold in preparation for the future commodity-backed monetary system based on blockchain technology. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, M, N, O, P, Q, R. What's interesting is that central banks keep buying up gold. You can observe how things are in the here and now. Consistent gold purchases by China and other countries, including India, indicate a convergence of these trends. First of all, we're switching to a gold-backed system. That's why all currency in the forthcoming financial system will be backed by precious metals. Additionally, I maintain that these digital currencies can readily be backed by precious metals like gold and silver. Non-OPEC oil producers like Russia, China, and the European Union have been calling for steps to diversify global trade away from the dollar to reduce the United States' outsized influence in the global economy. So Saudi Arabia's decision to abandon the dollar would be well received by these countries. Once we lose the petrodollar and the ability to create new currency, this is inevitable. There will be further declines in the value of the US dollar. Stocks and cryptocurrencies will boom after that. There will be no conversion of cryptocurrency to fiat currency. Many people may assume that you will convert us into another currency, but my thoughts are more along the lines of selling for gold or another precious metal, or perhaps keeping it, since, if these stablecoins prove to be valuable, we may not need to convert them into USD at all. Who can say? We haven't made it quite yet. What will happen next is anyone's guess. Thus, unreported leverage of $80 trillion in F debt. The world's central banks might have to flood the market with cash. Excerpts. The pressure is still on. The F market's potential failure might put the entire global financial system at risk. Ponder that for a moment. They'll eventually be forced to employ X or P because of all this. And I'm still of the opinion that the United States will need to employ it as well. Bitso, a Ripple partner, and this significant XRP holder moved more than 160 million XRP. Now, I think on-demand liquidity is being provided by all this XRP trading. Since on-demand liquidity will become operational at some time, I believe that individuals, banks, and other organizations are preparing for what is to come. There is a 6% failure rate in Swift's financial mesh, which is when I anticipate everything to begin next year. Payment-related financial communications. Envision a world where 6 out of every 100 Google searches you performed returned no results. Ponder that for a moment. This is why I think everybody is scared about XRP. For them, the answer is in XRP. Eventually, everyone will be using it. For this reason, you have people like MicroStrategy's Sailor calling for this XC to close. Given his conviction that Bitcoin has no long-term viability, Ripple has declared Ethereum and XRP to be unregistered securities. Utilitarian cryptocurrencies like XRP, XLM, QDT, Algo, IOTA, Dagbar, and Casper are where the future lies. As you can see, the possibilities are endless. In other words, these are the digital currencies of the future. Bitcoin has had its time in the sun and is now rapidly losing relevance. To be alerted immediately whenever a video is published on XRP News, please remember to hit the subscribe and notify buttons. You may see our other XRP history videos. In the meantime, you may catch us in the video below. See you out later. Bye.